Before we start talking about this subject, I want to grab something to eat. I'm here at Central Festival and I love this salad bar here in Pattaya. I grabbed myself a nice meal here and I'll grab a couple of Diet Cokes with it on the side. Then we'll discuss traveling without cell service. A man cannot live by salad alone. These are delicious. They actually have like a Japanese sweet potato inside of them. They're fantastic. All right, let's try this spot right here. So if you are vlogging in Thailand, the hardest part is to find someplace quiet where you can actually sit down and talk. The cities are very noisy. And then when you go to any type of a mall or anything like that, you think, okay, I'm gonna find a little corner and have a conversation with the camera. That's right when like a blender gets turned on or they have some goofy music playing on the speaker. So, all right, we found a nice spot outside here though. This is an area that they do a lot of music at night, and so during the day it's pretty quiet. We got our salad. This salad cost me 200 and I think 80 baht, which is probably about $9. I think that's pretty good for a meal price. This is going to be more than what you're going to pay for a meal if you were to buy it from one of the street carts. You can probably get a street cart meal, as you see from a lot of my shorts and a lot of my videos. You can get a street cart meal. Doesn't that look fantastic? So fresh. Look at that. Oh my gosh, this looks great. There you go, nice and fresh right there. I think it trips a lot of people out when they hear about the way that I travel living out of a backpack, and that when I leave the United States, I basically put my phone on airplane mode and I just look for Wi-Fi signals. So where I'm sitting right now, I can tell you that there's no Wi-Fi for me to connect to. There's a shopping mall here. I might be able to get maybe a weak signal from the mall. I'm sitting outside of it. That might allow some text messages to go through, but for the most part, no, probably I wouldn't be able to get a text message through right now. I want you to think about that. Think about traveling where you don't have any cell phone reception, where you don't have a Wi-Fi signal. You are disconnected from the world that you are used to. It doesn't mean I'm disconnected physically, but communication wise, I am. I cannot receive a phone call right now. I could not go on Google and search up information right now. I would not be able to, during this meal, I would not be able to put on a YouTube channel and watch a YouTube video. Back in my room at the hotel, I have a pretty strong Wi-Fi signal. I'm quite impressed with this hotel I'm staying in. But when I leave, I'm basically on communication silent. It's interesting that as I walk through Pattaya, I'll connect to different restaurants where I've gotten a Wi-Fi signal, and my messages will update. Messages will send and receive. Emails will send and receive, and I'll feel that vibration. And but for the most part, throughout the course of the day, unless I'm sitting in a shop where I have a Wi-Fi signal and I've requested the code, I am not in communication with the rest of the world. And it feels great. I want to tell you, it gets a little getting used to, but it feels fantastic. Well done. I'll give you a few tricks that I learned when I travel on airplane mode like I do. Information that you search for when you're back in your hotel room, or if you're at a coffee shop that has a Wi-Fi signal. Say you're looking up flights. Say you're looking up hotels, things that you've booked already. Maybe you're actually doing a booking while you're sitting there. Take screenshots of all that information and save them into your cell phone. Whenever you get somewhere, you don't have to worry about whether or not you have a Wi-Fi signal to call that information up. Your flight information, your boarding passes, hotels that you're going to. You can even go to maps and map out the general area of where a hotel is, or say a restaurant that you want to go to, and take a screenshot of that. And the reason why is then when you are talking to one of the scooter cabs, or if you're talking to one of the taxis, you can show it to them and say, this is where I'm trying to get to. And they can see the streets that are in that general area, and they can get you there. To give you an example, I'm walking down Soy Bukaw right now. And as I walk down this road, my phone is linking to Wi-Fi's that restaurants that I ate at, hotels that I stayed at, okay? And so throughout my walk, my phone is able to update. Now, if I stay at one of these locations for a short amount of time, I can use things like iMessaging, which essentially with Wi-Fi makes my phone act just like if I had cell service. I can also use things like the Line app, WhatsApp, and Facebook Messenger. All of these offer cellular type services that operate over a Wi-Fi network. Another trick that I use when I'm traveling is when I'm in a good Wi-Fi signal, I'll go on Netflix and I'll download a few shows. I'll download a complete movie if I'm getting on a flight or on a long bus ride, or I'll download a handful of episodes of a show, and that way I have that saved on my phone. Another thing you can do is, if you are a member of YouTube Premium, you can download a variety of videos so you have them for watching later when you're not in a Wi-Fi signal, and that helps a lot. Look at that green pepper right there. Oh my gosh. When you want to listen to music, you just put your headphones on, you walk around, and you don't have to be in a signal, a cell signal or a Wi-Fi signal. So that's the other trick that I use. I want you to do an experiment wherever you're at, whatever city you're in, wherever you're living right now. For one day, go on airplane mode. Okay? When you're at home and you have your Wi-Fi signal at home perhaps, do these tricks that I told you so you have something to listen to and something to watch throughout the day. If there's something that you think that you might need, take a screenshot of it. And for the rest of the day, right there in your home city, I want you to try and be on airplane mode. See how far through the day you can go before you connect to the cell phone signal because you needed something. It might be very quickly because of your lifestyle and what you're doing. But I can tell you that I go days with absolutely no need to connect to a cell phone signal. And I find enough Wi-Fi around, you know. My goal this year is to try to go the entire year with maybe a handful of times having to turn on my international service. That's the goal. So we'll see how it goes. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this today. Nomad life outside of communication, cell phone communication. And what are your thoughts? Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could do that in your home city? And give it a try and see what happens. All right, we'll talk again soon and have a good day.